What's your name?
Reina Mullen.
Reina?
Yeah.
Oh, nice thing.
Thank you.
All right, so we're here with Reina. Where are you from, Reina?
I'm from New York.
From New York?
Yeah.
All right, let me just let you keep track. And what part of New York you from?
Long Island.
Long Island? So you see that's the mentality of Philly. So how old are you?
28.
28. And how long you been out here?
I don't know, for like 4 years.
4 years?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what's your drug of choice?
Heroin.
Heroin?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And at what age did you start using?
16.
16. All right. And you have any children?
No.
No. Significant other? Anything
No.
like that? No. How long have you been out here now?
7, 8 months, something like that.
Okay.
This time.
Where are you staying at?
Right now, nowhere.
Excuse me?
Nowhere right now.
Nowhere? Okay. Sort of wherever you can?
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right. Do you have somebody that like you run with, or somebody that you know?
Not really anymore. I did, but
Okay.
not anymore.
And so tell me who you were in high school. Who were you, in 9th grade?
I did dance, gymnastics, cheer. I had good grades. I don't know, I was a completely different person. And then my boyfriend, when I was in 11th grade, was addicted to Roxy's. And eventually I wanted to know what was so good about it. So I tried it and I was immediately hooked after
And
that.
found out what was so good about it, right?
Yeah.
So my name's Frank. I'm a recovering addict as well, and I do these interviews and documentaries to sort of humanize us. I remember when I was getting high, I would hate how people would look at us and think we're the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a matter of fact, just that same thing that young lady did. She has no idea what you're doing down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
They
that
do
type
all
of
the
stuff.
time.
Yeah. So it's just to humanize us, to let us, let people know we're not the bottom of the barrel. We're still humans.
Yeah, definitely.
So after you started taking those pills and found out what everything was, tell me where it went from there.
After that, I eventually started dancing at strip clubs, sold drugs, was with abusive boyfriends on and off, kept using, went into rehab a lot of times, went out of rehab, got clean. I had a year and 9 months clean before the 8 months that I just relapsed out here. So I've had clean time here and there.
Okay.
But
what caused you to relapse this last time?
Something traumatic kind of happened, and I think I just didn't know how to handle it, like, in recovery yet.
Yeah.
So I eventually was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go get high, kind of, and that's what happened.
Were you working a program at all?
Yeah, I mean, I had a sponsor, I was doing NA, I had a job, like, I lived in a condo with my mom, everything was like,
you were able to put some shit together then, right? Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
What happened that sort of derailed you?
My ex-boyfriend.
Give me 1 second for the train, sorry. So what happened?
So me and my ex-boyfriend, we kind of got into an argument. He got physical, and it kind of went on for like an hour and a half, something like that. He had my phone and everything, so I couldn't call the cops. My neighbors eventually called the cops. He got arrested for battery, and afterwards I kind of just was dealing with it, but not really. Like, I was miserable, I was depressed all the time, and eventually I just wound up getting high and leaving everything behind. So.
Was that the first time that anything like that happened?
No, but it was the first time that I was sober. And
oh, okay. Yeah, it makes everything a little Yeah,
different.
I definitely relate to
A
that.
lot different.
I've had, you know, family members that pass away and traumatic stuff happen in my life since I got clean.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ball game when we're clean.
Yeah,
We have to deal with it. It's not like when we're getting high that we could just drown our pain and get high.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah. So did he end up going to jail?
I'm not. The court dates are like still happening.
Okay.
I don't have to be there, so that's kind of a blessing in disguise, I guess, because right now I can't be there.
Yep.
But my mom goes to them, and the first court date just happened, and it got rescheduled. So like I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But the state of Florida picked up the charges, so regardless, like he's pretty screwed.
Yeah. Not gonna slide.
So. I'm pretty sure he's going to jail because even when he got out with no record, they put him on a supervised release.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah. And have you had any bad experiences out here in Kensington?
Yeah, I mean it's Kensington. Shit, where do I start? I don't know, like they randomly shoot BBs and paintball guns at you while you're walking down the street because they feel like it. People rob you, you know. I don't know, I could think of a million things. I had a dude put a knife to my throat for no reason at all. He didn't even know who I was. I think he thought I was somebody else, and like he just was going crazy.
How did you get away from that situation?
Well, thank God I was with somebody who was like friends with him, so they kind of like calmed him down and were like, yo, you don't even like know her, like she's not who you think she is.
Yep.
So like, relax. And he did. And actually it's a funny story because me and him are friends now today.
Okay.
So like it's fine now.
Yeah,
but, like,
so it was just a mistake.
Yeah, he just really didn't know who I was, but like anything can happen to you. I mean,
yeah, you see everything happen here if you're here long enough.
It's crazy. Like I witnessed things that I was like, I never would have imagined that this would happen in my whole life. And it only happens in Kensington, nowhere else. Like, there's people, the other night, for instance, there was this girl who was trying to sell face masks. Like 20-pack boxes of face masks for $5 each, which is ridiculous anyway. And the two people that she stopped at in front of me, like you could tell that when she asked and they said no, she like made up like the fact that they had something of hers. So she'd be like, give me my shit. Like she was going crazy. So she's coming to walk up to me and I'm like, oh my God, please no. Like I don't even want to deal with it. Yep. And this is the train's gonna come.
Yeah. The fucking train always ruins shit, right?
Only when you want to talk.
Yeah.
She was like scary looking, period. And she gets to me and she's like, hey, you want to buy these face masks? And I was like, sorry, I don't have the money. And she's like, well, what, do you have a bag of dope? And I was like, no, I don't. Like, because even if I did, I don't fucking know you and I'm not going to give it to you. I don't want your face mask. I didn't say that whole thing, but I was like, no, I don't. And she was like, what the fuck? Like, you're a fucking weirdo. How do you not have a bag of dope? And she starts like storming away and she's like, oh my God, like, where's my voice? They fucking just go crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't get it. I don't get it. The other day there was a girl that screamed at the park for 24 hours straight, and when I told her she was screaming and to please be quiet, she said, I didn't know I was screaming. What? Like, how do you not feel your vocal cords vibrating? Like, come on.
Drugs. That's
it was insane. Insane.
Do you have any questions for me or anything?
What is this on?
So I do documentaries, I do interviews, I have a YouTube channel, I have, you know, the documentaries that I put out on my website, you know, surrounding recovery, just telling people stories and in hopes of humanizing them so that people that maybe don't understand addiction a little bit, they can see that, you know, we're not the worst of the worst.
That's really cool.
You know, we're people just like everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. How did you get into that?
I just started doing it. I got clean and I would come down here. I'm a barber, so I'd come down here and do free haircuts and stuff.
Oh, like you go to the park?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen you.
Yep.
I definitely have.
Yeah, I do haircuts. And then people started, like a mother seeing her son in the background of a video one time. I'm just like, oh my God, I haven't seen my son in 4 years. Can you,
Oh my God.
you know, can you start talking to the people? And that's sort of what happened.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, I thank you.
No problem.
I hope that everything, you know, goes positive in your life and you stay safe out here. And if your desire is to get clean, that you get clean and get out of here.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
No problem. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen you do interviews, so definitely see you do it.
Yep.
Because I see you guys, like, I see people all the time.
I'll be in the park. I have a trailer, you know, that I converted for, you're welcome, for people to take a shower in, you know. Yeah.
You have like your own show or something. That'd be cool.
Well, I thank you.
No problem.
And I appreciate you. If you want to check it out, it'll be on Morals Over Money, it's called.
Oh, okay, I can remember that.
So there's the channel right there.
Okay.
It'll be on.